money. But let's get into I need something. All right. Let me see if I can get him right now. Yes, guys, so you can go ahead and type your questions in the chat. How did I take for eyes? Take for her. All right, when she come on, somebody says she's calling in now. All right, all right. If Queen Spence is calling in now, so let it be. Man, I'm excited. I'm absolutely excited. And I'm delighted, guys. Please share the live. Brother Donovan, hold on. I think somebody's calling and we want this. We want people to hear this tonight. All right, fibroids. We got the P84, the B, and the I. Guys, there's also a testimony about a lady who is taking the product for fibroids. And the lady called me and told me so this stuff was falling out and she was scared. I wish she would call me back and come share her testimony. Where is that lady? Please, wherever you are. The thing is, guys, so many people call me. I do have all the numbers stored in my phone, so I can't keep up. So if you're out there, lady, please call me. Please call me because I want you to share your testimony so persons can hear what this product is doing. Whoa, I think we got a call. What is this? I'm excited. All right, all right. Good night, good night.
Good night. I am Miss Boyne. How are you?
I'm doing great. Is this the great Queen Spence?
Yeah, this is Queen Spence.
The lady who was blind in the eye?
Yes.
Well, see, you know, story come to bump. People, make sure to share the live. She's laughing at me. You're making me laugh at myself. So, guys, make sure you share the live because y'all need to hear this. My dear sister, thank you so much for taking the time to be here tonight. And I know you're going to encourage somebody tonight who is suffering and they need to get this product. All right, my dear sister, please go ahead, introduce yourself.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Queen Spence from Queens, New York. I had a situation. I was blind in one eye, but I go back. I've been a diabetic for a couple of years, and through the diabetes and the high blood pressure, I had to retire. In 2023, in January, I started seeing floaters in my eyes. Went to the doctor. He gave me some medication, and it just didn't work. I got up, tested my eye, and this was the end of March of 2023. I can remember it clearly.
Miss Queen Spence, hold on a sec. I think I need to change one of my battery. Hold on a second. Hold on. They're saying it's muffled over here on Facebook, so I think just hold it. Sorry about that. So I'm using all right. I think we should be good now. Okay. All right, go ahead, Miss Queen. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So like I said, in the end of March, going into April, I got up and tested my eye, as I usually do. And when I test my right eye, everything was good. Put my hand over the right eye, everything was black in the room. I was totally blind in my left eye. I couldn't see nothing in the house. The TV, nothing. And I panicked, started crying. I called my daughter. And I said, your mom is going blind. And she said, did you call the doctor? I said, no. She said, call him now and I'll be right there because we don't live together. By the time I finished calling the doctor, he said, come right in now. And my daughter came, picked me up. We practically spent the whole day in the office for him running different type of tests. At the end of it, he said to me, there is two things we can do. Surgery or injection. I said, no surgery in my eye, please. You know, then I started crying again. My daughter bent over and she said, please, let's try the injection then, you know. And he started the injection right there and then. I came through in about September. I wasn't still not seeing, but the room wasn't as black as it was. I couldn't see it in my hand. You know, like when you have a fog. I don't know if anybody ever goes through fog, because I've been through it in London. But when the place is foggy, you can't see nothing.
Right.
I still couldn't see my hand, but the blackness wasn't there. It was just fog like a white cloud.
Oh, my.
And I had that injection. By September, I had 5 injections on eye. And my good friend of mine, she called me and she said, what are you doing for the weekend? I said, nothing. She said, I'm going to Virginia. The hotel is paid for and everything. Don't worry about food. Just throw some and let's go. Very good friend of mine. I went, and when I got there, come to behold, it was a convention for Love Buyer.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that. And she said she was going to tell me because she knew I was in other things before, and I had told her never again. So that's why she didn't tell me.
Right.
But since I got there, and while I was listening, there was this gentleman, a tall gentleman. I say he was a basketball player, and he was talking about him a diabetes, and he went blind. The gentleman took his glasses out and said, "Thank God for Love Buyer." It brings tears to my eyes still. I'm sorry. He said, "Thank God for Love Buyer." He said, "Now I can see." He took his glasses off, and he was walking and touching people, you know. And it's like I was there, and the gentleman was talking to me. And my friend said, "I don't know. So he would know about your case, you know. But God sent me there for a reason."
Right, right.
When I got back to New York, my friend called me and she said, "What do you intend to do?" I said, "Well, the injection is very painful. So I'm going to try the product just like that gentleman did." I got my product the 23rd in October of 2023. I got my product. I started it in October of 23. And by the second week or the first week of April, I got up one morning, I tested my eye, and I could see everything. I see my TV, I'm seeing my kids' pictures again, you know.
God.
And I praise God. I was running up and down. And I said, "Thank God for Love Buyer." And I've been in it since 2023. And until in 2025, I have not come off it.
My God.
And I will never. This 3 weeks ago, I was reading a passage in my Bible with my left eye that I couldn't see out of.
Jesus.
Okay? So anybody who have diabetes and you know that you don't think that the metformin and everything is working, try the product. Try P84 and Pfizer Power B.
That's it.
And you will see the glory, and drink a lot of water. Please, I'm begging you, try the product for your health. It's for your health. And by the way, each injection was $7,000.
All right. Come on now.
Okay, and I had 5. So multiply 5 by 7 and change.
Still wouldn't add up. Product is way cheaper. Wow.
Okay. So therefore, I'm encouraging my brothers and sisters in the audience, please. It even took him, the doctor took me off of the high blood pressure medication 4 weeks now. Okay? And between us, I wasn't taking them anyway. Okay? So thank God for Love Buyer. And thanks for letting me share.
Well, I'm so happy that you came on tonight. Didn't expect this, but I heard a testimony one morning. I was traveling and I heard a testimony. I had to stop and just listen. I was like, wow, this is amazing. So again, thank you so much. And everybody just type, "To God be the glory, great things he has done."
Yes, done.
My God,
yes.
My God. Only God could do it.
What is this? I've seen the light. I've seen the light. Yes, I have.
No more in darkness. No more in darkness. My God.
No.
Woo.
Thank God.
Thank you so much.
Jesus.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You are quite welcome.
Yes,
and
indeed.
Anytime I am here. You have the number now.
Yes, I do. I'm going to save it.
You can also send me the link.
Yes, indeed. I will. I will send it to you. Thanks so much again. God bless you. Have a good night.
God bless you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. Listen, guys. God is awesome. Just somebody just type, "To God be the glory." Look at that. Look at God. Yeah. Just when things look hopeless, God step in. God step in. She was crying. She think that was it. She was gonna lose both eyes, but God step in. God show up and He show out. This is what I'm telling you, people. People perish because of lack of. Let's say because they don't know. They don't know because they don't know. And this is why we're doing this tonight, because people need to know that P84 and the Fighter Power B, don't play with it. That's what you need for your diabetes. That product is what, if you're here tonight and you're suffering with diabetes, you need to get that product. All right, guys? Again, thank you so much, Miss Spence. I appreciate you calling in and share that testimony with us. All right, all right, all right. Again, guys, Sister Winsome, you hear that one, right? Again, the number to call is 954-681. 7,000. It was $7,000 she was paying, all right, for the product. Think about that. Just for one shot, just $7,000 per shot. I'm telling you guys, you're not cheap. So when you call in for the product, don't ask someone, say, oh, I can't afford it. All right, if you care about your health so much, I mean, I can understand. Some people don't have it. And we try to help. A lot of us here, we try to help as much as we can. You understand? But we can't do it for everybody. Come on, somebody. We cannot. But we do our best to make sure we help as much as we can. But you have to take care of your health. All right? Again, I have another caller on the line. This is my cousin, and she got some testimonies. I know she couldn't wait because I talked with her yesterday. Cousin.
Good night, Miss Bowen.
Good night.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Awesome. I'm doing fantastic, my dear.
All right.
Great. I got some testimony. My testimony is, oh my God, they're awesome.
Let's go.
All right. First one, I have a client, one of my client, which she has her mom came down with a rare form of cancer back in January. She was first in Jamaica and there for 3 months because that's where she lives. She lives in Jamaica, their mother. And she came down with some rare form of cancer, which is cancer popping up all over her body. And doctors didn't know in Jamaica what it was until she got here. That's why the doctor at Duke University found out, after doing multiple tests and stuff, found out she has cancer. They did multiple surgery on her and remove some of the cancer. But if they do a surgery like on her neck, the cancer come up like 3 times more somewhere else. So they realized that, hey, this cancer is something that they have no idea how to treat it, because they said they only have seen it in children and it doesn't metastasize and it doesn't pop up like, wow. Anyway, long story short, Duke decided that they're not going to treat her anymore, because when she came up from Jamaica, they get a Medicare, Social Security, like an emergency plan for her to get treatment. That run out. So you know, once that run out over a year, them are going to tell us that I'm not do no more. They decide to say, hey, send her back to Jamaica. But her lovely daughter, that is a friend of my sister, I had reached out to them earlier when I heard she had cancer earlier, maybe about May. And she said, well, she's in the hospital. She don't want to give her the product while she's in the hospital. Right. So once she gets out after the doctor, them said, this is it. We're not going to do it anymore further. Anyway, she started taking the product like 3 weeks ago. And this was a woman that was bed rest from